Hey everybody, it's Robin, and I'm here to show you today my binder, organizational binder. And I was using this, and then I got away from using this, and I started buying duplicates of things. I have 15 Copic markers, but actually only 12, because 3 of them are the same color. And I've had several ink pads and punches that I have bought duplicates of. And I'm just getting frustrated because that's, 3 Copic markers more I could have if I'd pay attention to what I'm doing. Or, more ink pads if I bought the right ones. So, this is just a regular 8.5 by 11 binder. And in the front cover I have my guest sheets. That way I don't have to print them every time I make a book. And I have my Tim Holtz Distress Inks next. And what I've done here is, I wrote down here, P for paint, R for refill. So I'll write that on there. I don't have any refills, and I just have a few paints. I just grab them here and there. I also printed these on craft cardstock, and Christina Werner got me using the craft cardstock, and I love it. So I wanted to stamp everything on here because it does change it a little bit, and that way when I'm working with it, I just know. So, and here's the seasonal one. I will put these, of course, at the back of these. I could not find a chart for Memento or color box that I liked, kind of like the Tim Holtz one and the Jenny Bolin. So I made mine. So I went ahead and made it on Word, and I already have it made up. So if anybody wants it, email me, and just email me color charts in the info box, because a lot of times I just go very quickly through the email and delete a lot of stuff. So I have it in the craft too on that. All of them I did craft and white. And then here is the color box. And that's my favorite to use on the craft. So, and that's what made me think of it, is duh, you use the craft all the time. I did Stampin' Up! And the in colors too. I know there's other ink pads out there, and I'm going to be working on them too. So I'll post a thing on my Facebook page as I make them, if I have more. So a few other kinds of inks, like I have a couple random Hero Arts. I have Stays On. So I think I'm just going to make like a blank one and just write it in so I know what I have at least. So, and there's Jenny Bolin's, and I got to print hers on craft. And this next week I'm going to get the last 5 bought, so I'm done. And then we go on, and I have a Stickles page and a Distress Stain page. I don't use Stickles as much as I used to. So I only have 3 of the Stickles bought from Tim Holtz. Distress Stains, I only have Picket Fence bought. I'm way behind, and I don't have the markers either. My next page shows me my Tim Holtz die cuts, movers and shapers on this side, die cuts on this side. I got to add to these because I have more, and then the embossing folders. Here is the Cuttlebug Sizzix folders on this page. Next page is just regular Stickles. Here is the Tombow marker chart. I have a lot of these bought. I haven't used them for quite a while, so I need to bust those out. And especially after watching Christina Werner use them to color in the ink pads. I mean the stamps. So if you don't watch her, you have to, because she's fabulous. And you can see these are the colors I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 actually. So, and 3 of them I bought duplicates. Ugh. Very frustrating. But then here's where I have my punches started. I have just the basic shapes here, circle and the squares. The next page I have butterflies and leaves, and I have Martha's doily over here and a few flowers down there. And on the back there's a few miscellaneous ones. And here is you know, those punch people. I'll put it on the screen. And here is Martha's punch around the page punches. Her border punches on this page. And then here's the large punches. Halloween. So I have like the border stuff, bigger stuff on the front, and then I have the smaller stuff on the back. And here's like seasonal winter one, and then the winter punch on the back from Martha. And then each one of them, which I will know all the time, but I marked an M on anything that's Martha's. Here in the back I have a bunch of printables, and I just went ahead and printed out and fiddled, because some of the stuff printed what was shown, but it printed very blurry. And some tickets and all kinds. And then here I resized some stuff, just seeing if the blurriness would come out. But every one of these, you can go on my Pinterest page and go to my printable board, and they're in there, because that's where pretty much all of these came from. So, but there is my book. If you'd like me to email you the color charts that I've made, just send me a message on Facebook, or that's the fastest way I'll respond. Or send me an email at crazecrafter@gmail.com. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great week.